Hello and welcome to another part of Old Man Plays Shadowrun Hong Kong Extended Edition. Today it's 21st episode, and in the last one we were again in here and we found out that few of our team members had some new interesting abilities. Unfortunately nothing much was happened, and here just some new talks with the team members, and looks like we sold everything with the other people which needed to be sold. And today we will be going to another of the subquests, which will be in Hollywood style. Exit stage left. You arrive at the eponymously named Ripples Bay, a gleaming hotel and apartment building on the shores of Ripples Bay, Hong Kong Island. Rolling storm clouds choke the sky, lending the structure a sinister appearance. As you push through the doors and into the building, a sudden break in the clouds reveals a sun that's gone red as blood. You make your way into a ground floor elevator. The attendant pays you no mind. As the car begins to climb, you hear the sounds of merriment drawing closer. As the doors slide open, you find Neville's Ma party in full swing. And no changes. The elevator disgorges you onto the mezzanine with little fanfare. Off in the distance you can hear the sounds of clinking glasses, carefree laughter and silverware on china. I'm kinda out of my element here, Memu. I'm not much of a party person. How do you wanna handle this? Check the apartment first? What option to take? Well, I try to this. We'll play it by ear. I don't know this scene any better than you do. That's probably the wisest choice. He strokes his chin, and Koschei flexes its articulated limbs in anticipation. Lead on, we will follow. So, I'm really curious what to expect here. What are the goals? Optional go to Ma's party, find incriminating evidence on Neville Ma, and gain access to Ma's apartment. I think this will be the way to the Ma's apartment, so let's slowly go in here first. Matrix data line. Oh, nice. This access terminal has open cyberdeck port. Check in. And what do we take? Again, the Decrypt 2.0. Erosion. Killer. Medic 3.0 and Suppression 1.0. Let's go. So, this will be a little bit complicated. Wow. Didn't expect it to be catched so soon, and only 30 system trays, that's crazy. Wow. So I should be aware of not getting into any of the lights. One more catch and I will be... Okay, looks like this one place is safe. I hope so. Yes. Get the hell out of here. Okay, here I am. Hotel detector, blocker IC rating 7. "40 seconds. Let's start. That was bad. And WW. Well, at least this one was not very problematic. Let's get to the hotel data core. Welcome to the Ripples Bay Central Data Hub. Please state query. Search for information on Neville Ma. Neville, resident penthouse apartment number 2. Expand query. Apartment door code. Apartment door code 1635. So, I write this down. Welcome to the Ripples Bay Central Data Hub. Please state query. Search other records. Select subject. Events. One event found. Yellow Springs Films private party. Mezzanine level. Front desk indicates 6 unclaimed invitation. Download invitation? Yes, no. Download the invitation. Private party invitation. Mission in and edit. Invitation downloaded. Welcome to the Ripples Bay Central Data Hub. Please state query. Search for other records. Planet Hotel expansion. Accessing expansion. Place. Objective complete. Find a pay data. Nice. Accessing expansion plans. You download a series of files detailing expansion plans to the hotel's ground floor. These might be valuable to local construction firms. Welcome to the Ripples Bay Central Data Hub. Please state query. Search for other records. Maintenance logs. Accessing maintenance logs. Reams of data flood the screen. Everything organized by way of reference numbers. It's an incredibly obtuse and confusing system. Without knowing what number to search for, there's little of value to see here. Oh. Okay, so I probably might need some more information and go back into the matrix. Okay. Unfortunately, I am not able to lower down the system trace. So I jack out and go inside the party with my new invitation. Nice. Let's talk to the hotel guest. A sullen-looking troll stands on the periphery of the kitchen. He turns to you, shoulders slumped forward and sighs. No restaurant service tonight. The kitchen staff's too busy with the party to serve anyone. Wish I could get onto that balcony. He sniffs the air wistfully. All that delicious food. Looks fancy. Who's throwing this shindig? A threat producer, I think. Saw some actors out there earlier. Some ones who act in Promises in Moonlight. He fiddles shyly. Have you seen the show? I'm afraid not. His eyes widen excitedly. You need to see it. It is the best show on Tridio ever. He leans in, face inches from yours. Ever. I'll get right on that. Good luck with the kitchen, buddy. Okay, so that's it. Today's special, Buddha's Delight. That party looks like it's really fancy. Who's throwing it? I don't know, but I could swear I saw Penelope Wong in there. Oh man, I'd love to meet her. She's so glamorous. Okay, let's see the kitchen. And the waiter. The rigged waiter managed to straighten it up as you approach. Good evening, sir. Welcome to the veranda at the Repulse Bay. How may I be of service? What's with the guard by the balcony? There's a private party outside, and our establishment provides security for any event that requires it. But don't worry, the balcony will be free again in a few hours. I've got some questions about Neville Ma. Heard of him? His expression clouds. Certainly. Anyone knows Mr. Ma? Yeah? What kind of a guy is he? Between you and me, he's difficult. He's just putting it lightly. Man runs the stuff wrecked. He jerks his thumb in the direction of the veranda. That's his party out there. Richies like him love to display their wealth. Sounds we have some stories. He lowers his voice. Like you wouldn't believe. He once made a handful of us walk all the way to Shek-O to fetch dumplings for his guests. It was pouring out, with winds blowing around 50 kilometers per hour. Particularly a dead march in that weather. Why didn't the kitchen here make him some dumplings? He said the kitchen's dumplings weren't good enough, called them peasant food in front of all his guests. Chef Kang was furious, of course, but since Ma's rich, hotel management told us to give him whatever he wanted. By the time we go back from Shek-O, the dumplings were cold, the party was over, and Ma had retired to his suite with a pair of startlets. We had to pay for those dumplings out of our own damn pockets. A couple days later, Kevin came down with pneumonia from the trip, lost his job over it. That's just one of our experiences with him. Needless to say, no one here's a fan of the man, but we're paid to serve the tenants here, so that's what we do. He shrugs. It's a living. You look exhausted. Why don't you take a break? Not yet. I can't afford to miss any tips, he sighs. I went to Macau last week and it wiped me out. Bad luck with those horses. You know? Today is the day your luck changes. I'm willing to help you out. For some information. The waiter stares at you, suspicious, but his desperation gets the better of him. I'm listening. I need access to a penthouse apartment. Name your price. I've got yuan to spare. Alright, whose apartment? Neville Ma's. 500 Nguyen, and the code is yours. He blots it out without a second thought. Okay, didn't I get it for free? I have it. Okay, so no need to pay for him. Too rich for my blood. Suit yourself. Okay, thankfully I was able to get it from Matrix because I'm very low on cash. But let's talk with security guard. Security guard. The security guard stands in front of the patio, bored expression on his face. He looks you up and down as you approach. Private party pal, invitation only. Thankfully, we have the party invitation from the Matrix. Here you go. He takes the invitation and scrutinizes it. He then looks at you, reluctance, pain plain on his face. Enjoy the party, sir. Karma gained 1. And optional objective, go to mass party. So... what do we see here? Penelope Wong, Neville Ma, and producer. Let's talk to Penelope first. The glamorous starlet flashes you a standard celebrity smile, lovely but emotionless. Good evening, Penelope Wong, but please call me Penny. Fantastic party, Penny. Please extend my thanks to Mr. Ma. I'm Mr. Argyle. He'll be delighted to hear it. Our Neville takes any chance he can get to show how well Yellow Spring Studios is doing. Do you know him well? Not directly, but I'm in the film industry too, just not in Hong Kong. I mostly came to see how he's recovering. A smile lights up her face. Oh, it was absolutely miraculous, I must admit. I nearly died of fright when I heard what happened, but to look at Neville now, you'd never guessed he'd been hurt. Just miraculous. Miracles cost a lot of nuance these days. Must have been some expensive treatments. You think so? She sips her drink. I've never stayed in a hospital myself. Don't believe the paparazzi either. My nose has never seen the knife. It is very expensive to undergo such miracles treatment, that is. Very expensive. Do you think he's gotten someone new to invest in the studio? Someone new? For a moment she is lost in thought, face twisted in concentration. No, I don't think so, but Neville did make some new friends while he was in Guangzhou. Go on. There was a woman, can't remember her name, who now visits Neville regularly. I hear she's quite a fashionista. Well, a powerful man like him must make a lot of friends. Penelope chirps. They seem to get on well. I'm a little sad. He's never introduced us though. He's supposed to make an appearance tonight. I'm very much looking forward to meeting her. Penelope's gaze drifts over your shoulder for a moment and she smiles at someone behind you. Oh, please excuse me. That's Mr. Yao, and I promised him I'd say hello tonight. Enjoy the party. Thank you, Penny. It was a pleasure. Objective edit. Find out more about Ma's friend. Okay, so this might be the benefactor. Let's talk to producer. I'm sure you'll get the part. Your audition was excellent. Oh. Interesting. Okay, so let's talk to the producer now. The partygoer raises an eyebrow at your approach. They're serving century-old Cabernet like punch here. It's hard to believe, considering how much a single bottle costs. But it's even harder to believe Mr. Ma's hosting this party, and so soon after his accident. Still fuzzy on the details. What happened? That's the man's a machine, he smirks, amused by himself. Not literally, but he might as well be the way he sprang back after being T-boned at 140 clicks an hour. Jesus, how's he even standing? I don't know how, but here he is, alive and kicking, or dining regaling, what have you. If you ask me, it is all that positive kid the fans have stirred up. I heard there were entire message boards praying for him and making offerings at temples. The Matrix is nuts for promises in Moonlight. If Ma hadn't negotiated a second season, his fans would just as easily have turned on him. No way, the internet can't send you key, much less fix a broken body. Call it key, or luck, or whatever you want. Ma's here, so he must be doing something right. All I know for sure is that I'm glad he's back in the business and serving us bucketful of Cabernet. He catches sight of someone across the room and waves. Lisa, over here, gives you a curt nod. Nice talking to you. Okay, not much info from him. Did you hear he's half Russian? It's no wonder he gets those overseas jobs. Okay, let's go a little bit around if more. That's wonderful. When will you get a call back? Oh, I think that's it. I'm gonna have to make it for 3 million less than my original budget. Okay, I'll try to talk with the two guys first. No, he's not, so maybe the waiter. Good evening, sir. Welcome to the veranda at... Oh, it's you again. What do you need this time? Never mind. Alright, sir. Enjoy your day. Okay, so let's confront Mr. Ma. Neville Ma is dressed in an immaculate suit, surveying his party from the edge of the balcony. As you approach, he inclines his head respectfully. Good evening, Mister. I'm sorry, I don't believe we've been formally introduced. He straightens his wristwatch. I'm Neville Ma, owner of Yellow Springs Studios. The pleasure's all mine, Mr. Ma. Call me Mr. Argent. Thanks so much for hosting this gala. You're very welcome. It's important to show the industry and the press that Promises in Moonlight is doing well, and that we are still a local operation. I hope that you're enjoying yourself. I've heard about your accident. How did it happen? He sighs. It seems as though that's all anyone wants to hear about these days. To be honest, I'm getting rather tired of repeating the story. Suffice to say, a delivery truck, a drone, experienced a glitch and ran a red light. If it hadn't hit me, it would have hit someone else. Sounds like someone's got it in for you. Know anyone who could have set this up? Not really. Apparently, the latest software update to the truck had gotten corrupted, but that was all they found. It was shocking to discover that the delivery company missed the glitch, but I suppose that it's a mistake anyone could have made, and certainly not enough to point to any one person. You were discharged from the hospital pretty quickly after your accident. Your treatments must have been expensive. No, especially Guangzhou's hospital are top tier. Confidentially, my rapid recovery mostly came down to luck. The accident could have been a lot worse than it was. I owe Eurocar a lot of thanks for their safety features. I heard you made a new friend while you were at the hospital. Yes, Miss Fang. She's quite an admirer of promises in moonlight. She kept my spirits up as I was recovering from the accident. Sounds like you might be more than just friends. You're welcome to believe whatever you like. A gentleman doesn't kiss and tell, however, and you would do well not to repeat such rumors. I prefer to keep my private life out of the spotlight. I apologize, I didn't mean to offend. Except, of course, you seem to be someone of quality. I wouldn't insult you by assuming you'd speak out of turn. Thanks for talking with me, Mr. Ma. My pleasure. Please, enjoy the party. Okay, so nothing from Neville. Hello again, Mr. Argent. What can I do for you? Thanks for talking with me, Mr. Ma. My pleasure. Please enjoy the party. So the only way to go is to go to the elevator. No other options. The elevator dings softly and bright, sophisticated elevator panels awaits your input. Take the elevator to the penthouse floor. Penthouse level. Okay. So let's check if there is anything else open. Nope, only this one. This is a standard hotel door protecting by a simple hydraulic lock mechanism. A keypad is mounted beside the door frame. Input code. The keypad awaits your input. So 1635. The door unlocks. And objective complete, gain access to mass apartment. Let's see what we can find there. Search suits. Rows and rows of finely tailored suits, custom shoes and various accessories fill this room. Okay, nothing special. Anything here? In the refrigerator. This fridge is well stocked. There's enough food in here to feed a big party. Okay. Liquor cabinet. The liquor cabinet is full of expensive wines and spirits. Several decanters sit atop it, but one in particular catches your eye. A bottle of brilliantly bright red wine. Steal a sip. You take a gulp and quickly gag. The wine is strangely warm, given the temperature of the room, and disgustingly salty. What is wrong with you, man? Do you usually dip into people's wine collections while illegally searching their houses? But look at that color, it's begging to be drunk. I don't give a damn. I don't give a damn how it looks. We break into an apartment and you dribble your DNA all over the booze locker. Duncan pulls an alcohol swab from his belt pouch and wipes off the mouth of the decanter. Mumbling angrily to himself, he shakes his head. I swear, Memo, it's like you're allergic to common sense. Okay. The liquor cabinet is full of expensive wines and spirits. Blah blah blah. Okay, walk away, no more. Sip for a bit. That was funny. Let's inspect the security doors. The opposite side of the living room is dominated by a massive security door. It's much heavier than the exterior apartment door and looks like a recent addition. The wall was clearly being reinforced to support it. A series of top-of-the-line commercial-grade maglocks hold the door sealed. It would be easier to tunnel through the wall than it would be to break them open. Examine the door. A cursory glance at the doorframe reveals no sign of a keypad or a checkpoint, but you do see what appears to be an RFID reader. A 16-digit number has been stenciled into the side of the reader in red ink. This didn't come with the apartment. Why fortify an interior door like this? To keep up appearances, I think. Can you imagine what installing this monstrosity in the hallway would do to the building's aesthetics? People would talk about it. A man like Ma wouldn't want that. Well, one thing is certain, we aren't getting through here without a key. Most likely, that means that we will have to get one from Ma, or from one of his people. Guess we're gonna have to head back to that party. I don't know. Let's keep looking around up here. Find an RFID key for mass security door. Okay, one more check to the cabinet. Nothing new. Also nothing new in the refrigerator and probably also nothing in the suit. Yeah. Okay, the first thing to do is check the matrix again. The elevator panels awaits your selection. Take the elevator to the mezzanine floor. Okay, let's check the matrix and really watch out for the security drones. Forgot to pick the spells for that. I mean cyber programs. So, as before, suppression, shield, medic, killjoy, we have only number 2. I mean level 2 for this. Yes, level 2 boost. So I should be moving faster. Let's see. Okay. Let's check the data core again and search for the maintenance logs. Accessing maintenance logs, reams of data flood the screen, everything organized by way of reference numbers. It's an incredibly obtuse and confusing system. Without knowing what number to search for, there's little of value to see here. Enter the reference number of mass security door. You enter the number that was stenciled onto the door. The system checks for a moment, then the screen fills with data. Security door installation Ma Neville. Keys issued 3 of 3. 1 Ma Neville, 2 Wong Penelope, 3 Kang Victor. All case claimed. So we have 3 people with the keys. Go back and disconnect. Let's check out and let's see whoever has all that keys. Good evening, sir. Welcome to the veranda at... Oh, it's you again. What do you need this time? There's a heavy security door in Neville's ma's apartment. Know anything about that? The waiter opens his mouth, replayed and pauses. Just how do you know about that? When were you in ma's apartment? A few days ago. I left something in there and I need to get it back. We don't want to cause a scene. I mean, we could go bother Ma during his party, but that would look just as bad for you as it would for us. He lowers his voice. Tell you what, try talking to Chef Kang in the kitchen. He has got keys to just about every door in the place. On VIP requests, he's expecting to personally deliver their meal. It's a status thing. Compliments of the chief. Or whatever. Poor guy spends as much time delivering food as he does cooking it. Worth a try. Thanks. No problem, just don't mention I sent you. Alright, Chief's a vengeful man, so I don't wanna get on his bad side. Never mind. Alright, sir, enjoy your day. So we have options to talk with the cook, Penelope, or directly with Ma, and I don't want to blame the cook, so let's talk to Penelope first. Welcome back, Mr. Argyle. To what do I owe the pleasure? I was hoping you could help me, Penny. Do you have a key for a Neville's security door? A quizzical look crosses her face. I do, but how do you know about that? Building management told me. They sent me down to see if I could bring them your fob. They needed to fix a glitch, and they don't want to bother Mr. Ma. Wow, so easy. Oh, in that case, please take my key fob. Just bring it back when you're done, okay? She digs around her purse before producing a small plastic device, then hands it to you. Thanks you, Penny. You don't know how helpful you've been. Penelope beams at you, always happy to help where Neville's concerned. Objective complete, and another edit, open mass security door. So, I'm a little bit asshead about it, but let's see how it will help. Take the elevator to the penthouse floor. Objective complete. Open mass security door. As you approach the door, light set into your key fob goes from red to green. There is a loud series of thunks and the door slides open. A blast of frigid air floats into the room from the other side. Okay, nothing in here. Looks like the cyber terminal is needed to open the locked door. Hopefully. Nothing else there. An expensive consumer-grade computer terminal awaits your input. The display background is set to a screen capture from Promises in Moonlight. Panel belongs already and face beams at you from a corner of the screen. This must be Ma's personal terminal. His Math can't think of a better place to dig it from dirt on the man. Log into the computer as a guest. A few keystrokes is all it takes to get into the computer's file structure. With the high-tech security door in his apartment, it seems Ma never bothered to encrypt this machine. An options menu appears on the screen. Unlock the office door. With the push of a button, you unlock the office door on the other side of the room. An ominous thunk reverberates through the cold steel apartment. Hopefully I didn't mess up. Log into the computer as a guest again. Search email. You read through Ma's email, most of it spam and boring business arrangements, but one detail stands out. Neville Ma is frequently emailing a woman named Ku Feng. They seem close, exchanging a lot of thinly veiled flirtation. It appears that Neville has been lavishing Ku Feng with money and affection, expensive gifts, rent-checked, miserable attempts at poetry, seeing to it that her every need is met. Search financial records. Neville's financial records are astonishingly boring, aside from two major things. He spent next to nothing on his hospital bills, where it appears he only stayed for 3 days, and he's spending a lot of money on a woman named Ku Feng, jewelry, bills, clothes, and such. Log out. That starts to seem interesting. What is this fog in here? Without warning, a frigid wind blows through the apartment. The chill cuts through your clothing, raising goose flesh all over your body. Where is that coming from? Wow. There is another blast of cold, and pale and imposing woman materializing out of thin air. A throng of blank-faced men and women materialize alongside her. Oh, the little dog who's been sniffing around Neville's affairs. Her voice is imperious, arrogant. Ku Feng, I presume? She nods, and another objective complete. Just so, my servants have been watching you since you arrived. I suspect that you are an evil man, and that you are here to harm to Neville, and so I came to stop you. I couldn't be less interested in hurting Neville, lady. I'm just here to finish a job. If that is true, then it is a shame. You have seen my face, and you know what I am. Naturally, I cannot allow you to leave, and you can't afford to find me here, for fear of police involvement. She lifts her chin imperiously. Perhaps we can settle this in a more civilized manner, a face-off in a neutral location. Will you accept my challenge? Duel at midnight works for me. Or good old-fashioned fight. I think I take a good old-fashioned fight. Very well. She steeples her fingers. As for the terms, if I win, you willingly submit to my influence, you become my pawn. And if you win... we'll cross that bridge when we come to it. She nods, grinning. Wait 15 minutes for the sun to go down, then come to the roof. We'll settle this there, like gentlemen and ladies. And another objective complete. Find out more about Ma's friend. The sun dips below the horizon. Mist coalesces, coating the rooftop in dew. Wu Feng and her cohorts appear. Are you prepared to become my servant, dwarf? You must not resist, or I'll be forced to kill you. Should it come to that, I'll endeavor to make it swift and painless, but no promises. Let's see what you got. This will be entertaining. Kill him. And another objective, defeat Ku Feng. Wow, pretty big number of opponents here. 60%, so let's do it as always. Mark target. Control Kościej. I think I boost him up right away. And let's hide here. Our decker. This seems interesting. Let's see if we can be lucky. Oh, not yet. Marked. Target marked. Let's try the grenade launcher. But I hit all 4 of them. One more time at the height. Wow, 25 damage, that's nice. Let's hide for a second. Swipe, restorate, Spurstone, and attack, and Barrage. I have only one, so we'll see about it. Let's do this. Nice. He went down very fast. He'll go here. Here. And Kościej 5 turns, so let's hit him once, twice, 3 times. First one is down. Oh, it's a civilian. No, I might have messed a little bit, but we'll see. Let's drag Ku Feng. I should have kept the civilians out of it. Maybe they are just controlled by the Death Woman. Oh. So I was hit hard. Reload. .8 health and we'll see. First check. Next. 56%. Pretty nice hit. And bleed as well. Well, let's do it this way. Now. Pretty nice hit. And Mr. Raktar will be coming here. Oh, you are here. I thought that was my tune. Okay. Let's hide herself. Okay, so I'm sleeping. But let's do this. Nice. Cool, thanks, calm and haughty demeanor dissolves as her eyes grows wild. Wait, I surrender, don't kill me. What's wrong? Not feeling so powerful now? She claps her hand, pleading. The whole Mistress of the Night thing is just an act. I'm just an accountant that got infected. I don't really know how to fight. I was faking it. I just wanted to scare you into backing down. Accountant. She nods. I was on a business trip to Shanwei last year. I went to a rave, got drunk and passed out. When I woke up, I was in an alley and someone had done this to me. And so you... what? Decided to embrace the whole vampire thing? What choice did I have? I couldn't go back to work, and it was a dead-end job anyway. No upward mobility, no room for growth. I did what anyone would have done. I tried to make the best of it, to capitalize on my new abilities. I'm a vampire now. I can't control that, but I can control how I choose to monetize it. So, what was your endgame? How did you see this working out? Beats me. It's not like I have a rule book for this or anything. I'm just making it up so I go along. Who knows? Maybe I could eventually become the vampire queen of Repulse Bay. I hate to break it to you, but that isn't likely to happen. Don't you think that I know that? I've been trying to use a printing calculator, not bite people's necks. I'm just doing my best. She looks away in shame. Her voice goes flat. Look, if I'm ever found out, I'll be killed for bounty money. It was either this or get turned. It was either this or get gunned down by a vampire hunter. How did you manage to survive? I've been hiding out in Kowloon. I was hoping to just disappear. As far as my friends and family know, I'm missing, maybe dead. Her chest hitches. She looks miserable. I think that's for the best. I mean, how could I explain what I would become? Can you imagine how ashamed my family would be to find that I'd become this monster? No, it's better that they think I'm dead. So, can we call a truce or something? I scratch your back, you let me live? She claps her hands, bleeding. What do you say? I think we can work something out, conditionally. She nods eagerly. Yes, yes, anything. Just tell me what you need. First off, I want some answers. I'll tell you whatever you want to know. Just you ask me the questions and I will answer. No lying, I promise. What it's like to be a vampire? About the same as being a person. The human metahuman vampiric virus is like any other disease, except instead of coughing I can go out during the day. It's not all bad though. I can turn into mist and I'm a lot stronger than I used to be. I still have to wash my hair and pay for parking. You know what I miss the most? Steamed buns. I can't eat or drink anything except blood, and I love street food before I got infected. Sometimes I'll walk by food carts just to go smell the thing they're frying up, but if I buy something, 10 minutes later it's all coming back up in a mess. Is there a cure? I wish, but no. The only cure is being just in a bonfire or having your head cut off. And almost every nation in the world will pay bounty for a dead vampire. It's not like I had much of a choice, you know. Be a vampire or get killed for some quick cash. It's a pretty raw deal for me either way. How are you and Neville connected? I happened to be in the same hospital that he was strolling for a meal. I don't like to drink blood from unwilling people, so I go to hospitals at night looking for people who won't mind if I take a sip. People in comas, patients with terminal illnesses, that kind of thing. It makes me feel better about what I have to do. So I wandered into his room and I recognized Neville Ma. I'd seen him on the news, seen photos of the accident. He was in a really bad shape, a lot of broken bones and internal injuries, but somehow he was still conscious. So you offered to help? Well, I knew that if I gave uninfected people my blood, they'd be able to heal it like I did. Just not as fast. I'd figured that out early and by mistake, but it can come in handy from time to time. So, when I saw that Neville was conscious, I decided to make my grand appearance. I materialized in the room and told him that I'd make him a trade. I'd fix him up, good as new, but he'd owe me some favors for it. I wasn't specific as to how many favors or what kind. He agreed, actually. He leaped at the chance to become my pawn. I guess that's when you are all broken up like that. Will do just about anything to get better. The deal was done, and we got along. I think he's charming, he thinks I'm funny, and he doesn't care that I'm a vampire. He told me that he gives me nothing because he likes me, and not because he owes me his life. It's all very sweet. I decided what's going to happen. Okay, she exhales heavily. What's it going to be? Wow. Firing Penelope Wong. You're going to live up to your potential. This one is interesting. Don't tell me that she could be my new party member. Let's try it out. You're going to live up to your potential, and I'm going to help you. She blinks. You are? We are? Me and Duncan, we grew up on the streets. We can't teach you much about how to be a monster, but at least we can tell you what not to do. Yeah, we could, but why would we? Because in Hong Kong, connections are power, and I want the Vampire Queen of Repulse Bay to owe me a favor. A brilliant smile breaks out across her face. Well, in the case, I accept gratefully. What about Dr. Shen Yang? What are we supposed to tell him? He wants Penelope Wong. What do you say, Kufang? Think you can get Neville to let her go? In a heartbeat. Neville can't say no to me. He'll do it, no question. In that case, it's settled. We'll be in touch. She bows, smiling. It is settled then. May this be the beginning of a long and fruitful relationship. Karma gained 1. Defeat Kufeng completed, and edit objective written to Dr. Shen Yang. Okay, let's check out the roof. If there is anything here. Looks like not. The elevator panel awaits your selection. Let's go one more time into the penthouse floor and check if there is anything interesting left in the room. Not. Looks like not. So let's get to mezzanine and give the card back to Penelope Wong. If she will take it or not. Take the elevator to the mezzanine floor. Looks like she will not have it. No. Let's talk to him. I'm really curious. Hello again, Mr. Agent. What can I do for you? Thank for talking with me, Mr. Ma. My pleasure. Please enjoy the party. Okay, looks like no new options, so let's get straight to the doors. Never mind. You're about to leave this location and return to here. Continue. Confirm. And that was it for today's episode of Old Man Plays Shadowrun Hong Kong Extended Edition Blind Playthrough by Memu. And looks like we found really a powerful eye, and we'll see what it will bring me more. Unfortunately, I have absolutely no clue if I could use her powers and the quest which I already have behind me, or only in the mid-end game. So, for now, if you enjoyed my stream, feel free to follow me on YouTube and on my Twitch channels. For now, enjoy the rest of your day and see you soon.